on, y'all. I gotta do this social media things and stuff real quick, and then we'll go ahead and get to it. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Oh man, wrong thing, wrong thing. I did this wrong last time. I did my sharing wrong on Facebook last time, and I was like, "What in the world?" Let's see. All right, all right, all right. What up, y'all? There's a few things I want to talk about. First off, I have got my confirmation on. Oh Lord, that is not what I. That is not what I wanted to happen. I don't know what's going on with that, but I am able. I have got my confirmation. I think yesterday. This one's a little bit short. I wish I had a little bit more time, but I got my Stablecon 4. It's the fourth one I've done. I didn't want to. I already did one in North Carolina, so I didn't want to do like 2024. But the Stablecon here in Milwaukee is happening November 16th this year. So, on Milwaukee people, I'll be sending out more emails to really get stuff out to people and the ones that know about it. I appreciate y'all. So we're gonna get that rolling and stuff out here. So, SableCon, November 16th at the MSO. And the cool thing is, like, I got the MSOE Kern Center, so that was cool. That was cool. And shout out to my man Kermath. He helped me out with that and found a decent spot to get it in. So it won't be in the same spot. Couldn't go back there. I don't think it would have worked anyway. But MSOE Current Center, that's where we're gonna be at. So I'm excited about this one. I'm excited, and I'm still. I got to get rolling. I'll get back to that, but yeah. So um, I hope to see folks there too, especially my people that's in Milwaukee. I better see y'all there. I'll let y'all not do or whatever. So I saw this, and this is from I think my ugh, I think my what you call it is covering it up. Let me see. Let's see. Either way, this is from my guy, the comic creator guy, um, Monitor Comics. And this ain't no beef. This ain't no I think that this person is completely wrong, anything like that. But I will say that a lot of this is the way that a lot of indie comic and especially like manga creators end up in a bad way because there's this belief. um first off, the video is, let's see, let me raise it up a little bit. Let me raise it up. There we go. So this is from Monitor Comics. This is on your YouTube page. I'm gonna play it, whatever. Fair use. I'm not stealing it, and I'm fair use and all that good stuff. But it says big opportunities for comics, manga artists at comic cons and anime conventions. And again, this is not me saying that Monitor Comics is wrong, that what they're saying not completely right. Not me saying that they're completely wrong and don't do this or anything when you go to conventions because it's part of the game. But I will say that this is what messes up a lot of indie creators, especially especially on the manga side of creating. Comics is the same way for the most part, but in comics they understand that, hey, well, after a while, after you get some time in, a lot of them understand that I can't just go up to these people and make this thing happen. I can't just do this thing and make this happen. on the manga side, though, for a lot of them, a lot of people, creators in manga, the main thing is just let me get published by one of these people. That is the main thing. That is the main thing. Like, let me get published by one of these groups that look like they doing better than me, and everything is gonna be fine. And you get you a couple of dollars or whatever, and it may work, but a lot of times it don't go down that way. That when you really get in this game and figure out, it's not that you can. I got my door open because my youngest is back there. There she go, right there, and she see me recording, so she said, I'm out. I am a father. I need y'all to always know. I tell people all the time, I'm not doing nothing that my kids or whatever can't come to. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this. Like, yo, I'm being around my kids. Got to go pick them up from school, drop them off. Got to get my other one from college. This week I dropped off my oldest, Destiny, to the University of Green Bay, and it was wild. It was a wild feeling. Like, oh my god, I had to harass her a little bit to let her know we miss her. So maybe she'll come back this weekend, maybe not. But it's only 2 hours away, so we can see her, whatever. But my main thing is I need to be around my family. My two ladies, Yasmin and Shereen, I gotta be around them and my babies. Like, nah, all this other stuff ain't what it is. But anyway, um, probably should just let it play. I'll let it play. I don't have to give it this long, drawn out explanation. But I'm having it start at the two parts that I really wanted to talk about. It's towards the end because there's some solid advice, but I want to give some tweaks for people that's coming up because oh, my main thing is we see the issues that go along, but we're gonna play it and hopefully my sound won't be I recorded and I believe I was good, so hopefully my sound won't be too silly. So we're gonna go ahead and just we're gonna play this and see how this go. Let's see. Maybe I'll make it large so I don't have to look at like the big screen. So we'll just play it. And I'm going to be stopping it in between. I'm going to be stopping it, starting, stopping, so I can get what I'm going to say in. And again, this ain't no hate towards a person. This ain't no you're dumb, you're this and that. None of that stuff. None of that stuff. If Monitor Comics ever want to talk to somebody that's done the things that folks was talking about doing, he can holler at me. Or they, I don't know if it's a group of people, they can holler at me. No beef. No, this person's terrible. This person's stupid. But I am gonna go in a little bit because I've watched these things and I'm like, this is a big issue to me. To me. So that's why I'm talking about it. So yeah. So this part is he's talking about like networking in Artist Alley. B, don't come here making a bunch of noise, okay? Okay? Okay. She probably still gonna make a bunch of noise. You won't hear her shouting to doing that baby. I call it baby shit, doing her baby shit in the background. But let's go. Hopefully it'll play in.
Another way to feel productive at a convention like Anime NYC is to take advantage of the Artist Alley. Artist Alley is a section of the convention dedicated to independent artists and vendors.
Now, also, but what is being talked about here, this is just attending. This is talking about going to it. He's talking about going to it and seeing it, not buying a table, which is one of the things that I'm also like, you need to you need to get tables at these places if you can. If you can't afford it, I understand. Heck, pop, I need you to know that I pop out to a lot of these things. I don't make videos about it, but I'm there to a lot of them. Some people may not even see me, but I'm there. I'm in Chicago. I'm in Detroit. I'm in Texas. I'm in California. I'm in Tennessee. I'm in Philly. I'm in North Carolina. I'm in Minnesota. I'm in Indiana. I go to a lot of these things. You just probably never seen me, and if you do, you'll know what I look like, and people know what I look like, and some of them do. But I'm in any of them across any city. I'm there. So what he's talking about, one of the first things he's talking about is meeting people in like Artist Alley.
Most attendees go to Artist Alley to purchase artwork, apparel, and merchandise. I personally use Artist Alley to connect with other artists and ask them questions about their drawing process, social media strategy, and content creation. This year, I connected with artists like Skullflesh, Zombie Makeout Club, and Oimo Buster. In previous years, I've even networked with creators like Rosuri, Ross Draws, and Brightsco Draws. During one comic convention, a Marvel artist I conversed with even gave me pro inking tips after the event through our emails. Sometimes you can even bump into other creators at events like this. For example, I accidentally bumped into Brandon Chen, the author of popular webcomic God Game and Just a Goblin this year. While you might not be able to talk to your favorite artists for too long, they are usually very helpful and receptive if you ask them genuine questions. A lot of these
Why that woman smiling like that, showing all her teeth? Let me see something. There was something interesting going on. Had to be. Had to be. But you know what it is. Just keep it rolling.
helpful and receptive if you ask them genuine questions. A lot of these creators have large social media followings, so they often close their direct messages on social media. Conventions like this may be your only opportunity to ask them for advice. Anime NYC is also the perfect opportunity to
Okay, here's the thing. This first part. I'm always going to go to, you should be at these things to find readers. You should be at these things to find your fans. I'm not saying that you can't make connections with people. I'm not saying that you can't do work with people. I'm not saying anything that w- what he's saying is inherently wrong, like it's just wrong. But it's also a thing where, check this out. A lot of creators, all of this, I've learned and I've talked to uh, a lot of creators just walking around and learn some stuff here and there. You understand more about the artic process. Looking at it, you see, like, okay, well, I can do this. Where this is this. This person has this style, and the things that he was saying was true. But the thing that gets me is that, especially on the manga side, is that there's this dependence on these other people, and that's what we're gonna even go into in the other part. So, like, hey, I met this person, I met this person, and yeah, that's all well and good, but what comes about from it? What comes from it? And you can think that we're gonna network, we're gonna this and that. Mm-mm. No, you're not. You want to know why you're not? Not because people are trifling and they this and that, and they bad and they just selfish. It's not because of that. The reason why, excuse me, is because most creators are trying to do their own thing. Most creators are spending their money, time, and resources on making their things better. And most of them, the people that are really there, they, well, I won't say that. I will say good amount of them are trying to find their people. So feel like, especially on that indie side and on the indie side of things, a lot of people get going the cons like switched. Your goal is to go there and to find readers. That's what you're trying to build up your base so that you have people to sell to, so that you have people that will buy your books. So you have people that'll come and support when you need them to support. Not this thing where we consistently go in these places. Oh, I met this person. Let me show all my teeth. Oh my God, this person said hi to me. Oh my goodness. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Go find people that want to read your book. It's nice to see those people. It's nice to get that advice and all that other stuff. That's all well and good. But at the end of the day, you go home and you still ain't making no sales on nothing. You still ain't making no sales on nothing. And I see that a lot on this indie side. And then going into the next part, he's going to go into kind of is going to speak on that. So I'm gonna just go to that because I'm gonna end up just kind of ranting before I even finished everything because y'all know I just end up running my mouth.
to receive editorial feedback on your comics, manga, or webtoons. One of the ways you can do this is through Viz Media's portfolio review. Viz Media is a licensing company that brings Japanese manga to Western audiences. Recently, Viz Media has introduced their Viz Originals program and Viz One Shot program. These two programs create opportunities for non-Japanese manga artists to be published. At the convention this year, Viz Media had editors attend the event to review applications and portfolios. Attending a review session like this is a great opportunity if you want to draw comics and manga professionally.
Now, th- I don't think, again, this isn't inherently bad. This is just where I stand, right? And I feel like a lot of these things, like y'all go, especially on the manga side, people breaking their necks to be a part of these things, it don't go well. It don't go the way you think it's going to go. A lot of these people, a lot of these companies have they they end up taking and putting people in weird contracts to where you can't do certain things or you can't hold certain things. Heck, Monitor knows it dealing with Saturday AM, I believe. I believe he was the person that was dealing with Saturday AM, and then it was a bunch of weird stuff. And it's like this consistent going out, telling people, and I do have a caveat to it. This consistent going out and being like, hey, let me give my stuff to Viz. Let me give my stuff to this. Let me give my stuff to uh uh Shueisha. Let me give my stuff to, that's all nice and everything. The truth of the matter is, if you don't have no leverage, and this is my caveat, if you don't have no leverage to what you're doing, you just gonna get ran through. You're just gonna get ran through and over. Meaning, you don't have a long-standing series. You don't have people that are behind it. You don't have a contract that makes sense. You're gonna get messed up. And this consistent need to go to these other creators and go to these other places to get these things done and to get your stuff seen is a little dangerous. Like I see the dude DD Mark talking about certain things on on his YouTube and stuff like that. And what you guys fail to realize is that you go to these things and you get this advice like what he's saying from editors and stuff like that. And that's all well and good. Because the truth of the matter is, you know where you, and this is where I'm always going to go, where I'm always going to go. You know where you can really get some good advice from? Readers. You can get some good advice from the people that want to read what you got, the people that'll show up. It's a lot easier to go and be like, hey, let me go to this editor person, bypass this, this, and that. But then if you don't have the readers, if you don't have the backing, if you don't have no kind of um leverage on your side, it's going to be hard. DD Mark can do what he does because they seen that he had an audience, and from what they're watching, they, because these people do watch, they see that the audience is interacting with the books and stuff, and that audience transfers to the books. So then, when these companies, the Vizes and other people want the book, when they want this particular story, they're gonna take the ones that have more of an audience, because it's like, okay, this person has a built-in audience. They got a little bit of something going. They have a little bit of something. It's not necessary. I'm not saying it's necessary. They have a little bit of something going. Let's uh let's take it. Let's take it and go give it to them. Because they watch this stuff. They watch it and it's like, is this person, does this person have enough attention or enough backers and enough fans to make it make sense to go with these places? But a lot of people that are creators, they're just like, let me jump on and give these people all of my stuff. Let me give them my books. Let me start doing, because I'm gonna get some pay. I'm gonna get paid. But then after you do it a couple of years, you find out that the contracts don't make sense, that you're not getting paid the way you would like to, that you feel like this one is over you, that this person's this is better than yours. But that consistent need to keep going to publishers and all these other people is wild, especially in this day and age. Like, and again, modern comics should know better. Like again, not that you're wrong, but you've been through this thing. You've been through this, and you've seen what it led to. You're not gonna go to the. I've learned from working like basic jobs, just basic jobs. I've learned that from retail to fast food to car washing to engineering to all of it. If you up under somebody else, there's always going to be a bunch of stuff that you're not going to like. And unless you got the heart for that thing to stay and do it, you might as well just be like, hey, I'm gonna just do my own thing and stuff. Because whatever else is going on, it ain't gonna be what you think it is. And going to these folks is gonna be, hey, you gotta, most folks that do this, like even my man Nick, like it's a thing where they know that what he does has a following and a backing. So it's like, hey, let's work with him. But you see him and the other guys that's really hitting it. You got to have a mindset for that. That's really hitting it. And I even see lower people that's really hitting it. They on their stuff. They on their art. They're on their pages and everything. They're on it. And I respect those folks. I respect all of them. I can't name everybody, but and again, I'm talking more of that manga-ish side, that American manga style, whether you call it manga, manhwa, whatever. I love all of it for all y'all. I love all of it for all y'all. I just keep it simple for me. Old. I don't. I just okay. Manga. That bam. There we go. Um, and no disrespect to anybody, and I want to see everybody thrive. But in today's day and age, to be so gung ho to go to these places, and I understand because they the ones they got the money and everything, and and you want to get to that. But if you understand that, what I was saying was, if you go to Saturday AM and they do it this way, or this person does it this way, you're going to go to these other places and it's going to be the same thing. And if you don't have that backing to really give you that cushion of people that really like what you got, then man, you gonna be messed up. Because when they put it out, who gonna be reading it? Like you gonna run into the same thing if you don't put that legwork in where you're at now. You're gonna run into the same thing later. You're gonna run, especially on the manga side of things. You're gonna run into the same thing. If you don't have nobody reading it, you don't have a built-in fan base that can go and be like, yeah, this is great. I like this from this person. You're gonna get you a little deal, go work with these people, and nothing's gonna happen. It ain't gonna you're gonna get you a couple of dollars, but it ain't gonna get sold. It ain't gonna be seen nowhere. And then you're gonna get then it's gonna be, "Well, I really want people to read it and I want people to see it, and nobody got to see it. And then they just shelved my stuff and I didn't get to do anything with it. And they didn't push me to where they should have. And then this person, I felt like I was doing the same work and I was doing Monitor Comics, you should know better because you've been here and done this. But you're telling people to do a thing didn't even work for you before. That's like me telling you, get out here and network with the creators, and you gonna make and your Kickstarter is gonna be great. No, it's not. No, it's not. Because creators are doing the same thing you're doing. They don't have money. They don't have the attention. They don't have all these things. Now, they will circle around people that they feel like they can get something from. They'll feel like certain people that they feel like, if I'm in the good graces of this person, this might work. And then they'll circle around their buddies, people that they really have connections with. And again, I'm talking this shit, but I don't have an issue with it. I don't have an issue with it, whereas it shouldn't be done. Because that's what you do, right? That's what you do. But I'd be a liar to get out and be like, go there with creators. And then not really. Not really. In today's day and age, the thing you better focus on is finding people that want what you have. And this is going to go into some other stuff I was talking about earlier, but I'm going to talk about later. You better find the people, find the readers that want what you have, because they're the ones that's going to tell you if your story ain't good. They're the ones that's going to tell you your art ain't whatever. The readers will tell you, like, like all of this, you don't need none of that mess. There's some people you can research from, you can talk to and everything, and they'll tell you what it should look like, how your art look, all that stuff. You can go online and study it, look at it, and like even the art that I do, right? Like it hasn't even been a full year yet, like with my art, and looking at it, there's things that I noticed that I'm like, yo, this look wild. And it's like I'm proud of it for the level that I'm at, but it's like, yo, there's more to it. And I might put like a real thing together because I was looking through some of my art. I was like, oh my God, I have done a lot better. Um, like doing all of these things. Let me see what's going on. No, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So it's a thing where uh it's not bad to learn these things, but on average, all of us ain't gonna make it up there. And a lot of us, it's kind of like the whole NFL thing. Like hey, I'm gonna go to the NFL, the NBA. There's only so many spots. And the thing about it, with this and the NFL and stuff, and the NBA, you know, like you finitely know there's only a certain amount of spots that you're gonna make it. But then here, it's a little bit more wide open to where you don't know. There's not like a certain roster that this team has. Viz has 20 spots for players or 30 spots for players, and you don't know that. So you're, hey, I got to get on Viz and I got to do all this and that. But if you don't have people backing you and you don't have people doing it, watching what's going on, then you kind of stuck. So I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna let this play a little bit more.
Even if you're not offered any kind of deal, you can still receive feedback and suggestions about your work from pros in the industry. That in itself makes the opportunity worth pursuing, at least in my opinion. Aside from Viz Media, Madcave Studios also recently announced a new manga imprint called Nakama Press. They will be accepting new applications sometime soon. It's important to stay up to date with what's going on in the industry so you can apply to these opportunities when they pop up. And one of the best ways to do that is to attend a convention if you're able to. Sure, you can sit at home on your computer and read articles or watch videos or see posts on social media, but that's nowhere near as efficient as speaking to a professional directly. You never know. You could be published on the spot at one of these portfolio reviews. A company representative could email you back after you give them your business card. Your favorite artist could give you advice that you never would have heard anywhere else. All of this would only be possible if you took that first step. And as an aspiring comic, manga, or webtoon artist, I want you to take advantage of every opportunity you can. If you are interested in attending
Okay, so this whole that like man, you can get ain't no bunch of people getting signed on the spot, and it's and I know that's no, it sucks. I watch a lot of y'all talking lives and talk to other people. It's like, man, I want to get. It's not how that works. That's not how that works. The truth of the matter is, most of people are going to be down here figuring it out, and the idea of going to these places to directly get to these people, it sounds good. It sounds good, but like this is like 1975, 1980s stuff where you have to you have to get your comic to Marvel, and then they're gonna be the ones to tell you what's good, what's this, and it's gonna work. There's a lot of the people in the manga side that have been in these one shot competitions, have done these things that just end up floating around. It don't make it easier for nobody. What they want is that they have somebody with a built-in audience, and then they know that this audience um is going to come along with the person. You know what can help is I made the video about getting an email list together, and it's a thing where you need to find the people. I was going to go somewhere else, but I said, let me not do that. Let me not do that. I was about to go somewhere else. But as a as a creator, you need to find the people that want what you got. So you should be going to um whether it's webtoons, tapas, you should be showing your stuff there so you can start building the fan base. So you can get the people. Because even if some of these people won't talk to you because they don't have time, going to conventions, a lot of them ain't got time. They do not have time. Whether they sign it. What's up, B? What's up? Hmm? You gonna sit with me while I run my mouth? Huh? She's being silly. But a lot of these people don't have time with what's going on, and you're bypassing by not being there to find readers or build a relationship with people that are going to read your books. You're you're missing out, because the reason why, like, a lot of them people, you want to know why a lot of them people are there? They're there to get more attention to their brand, and that attention are the eyeballs of the people that are coming in. That's what it is. It's not for other creators. Like the creators. Hey, you can't come in here making all that noise, B. Thank you. Okay. Don't tell me okay and then get right back to it. Hey, you gonna have to go out there. Give me 5. Give me some. What happened? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Good work, homie. Now she got my hand. But a lot of them, Anime NYC and all these other places, the reason why they can do that is because they have built-in fans, and creators get, because it's hard. Creators get this thing where if I just go over here, it's going to be fine, or if I just go do this, it's going to be fine, or if I do this a little bit, say I did this and then go sell it, it's going to be fine, and that's possible. It's possible, but it's hard. It's hard, and even harder than you figuring out how to get a fan base, and not even just a fan base, just get people to read your stuff so they can follow you, and you can start working out those kinks from people that like what you have, because that's how a lot of this stuff go anyway. You bypassing, you can go to Book Funnel, you can go to Tapas, you can go to Webtoons, you can go to what is it? What is it? Let me see. Let's see. It's another one. It's easier for me to look on my phone than to get all on the what you call it. Like written word media, book sweeps, all of these things that'll help you like get your book out there for free to people that want the specific genre you have and the things that you in the type of stories that you're telling. It could be manga, it could be comics. Some people may not like it, but other people just read. And a lot of things, and I keep telling folks, a lot of people that read, they read anything in that specific genre. This whole, let me go out, and also the people that they really pay attention to are people that have put in the work. I said that earlier, so I'm jumping back and forth. So I would say go to conventions, sign up, because I've done this a lot. And this is how I've been able to do things with my Kickstarters and even people just meeting me and seeing what I'm doing. The creators don't have money. They don't have, and what I mean don't have money, they don't have money to support you because they're working on their thing as they should be. They have every right to not have to support everybody and send money and let me this and that. It's whatever. And again, I want to throw this out again. This ain't no beef with Monitor. I talk a little gruffly because I'm an old black dude, but I've always been like this. Some people don't like the way it come out and it hurt feelings, but I don't have a problem with nobody. Like I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with whoever want to do what they do. That's fine. As long as people don't come at me or whatever, it's all good. And even if you do, it's whatever. But it's a thing where focusing on, and you can get advice from people because I've gotten advice from people and it helps. It does help. I'm not saying that the advice doesn't help, but you should be going to these conventions to find more readers for your stuff. You can go to the convention, get a table at this convention, meet these same people, meet these same creators, and get a couple of new people to buy your book and get it out there so that people are seeing what you're doing. That's how a lot of the other people that have sold, like in recent years, people that, so I do a lot of studying, like like visually, like studying and following what people do and how they do things. And a lot of times people end up getting to where they are is by building up their product, getting it out to people, refining it along the way because people are telling them it's good, it's bad, it's whatever, and then they go from there. But the idea that you're gonna go somewhere, they're gonna sign you, that is slim. And I don't, and I can't tell you the numbers, but I can tell you that that is extremely slim. For that is slim to none almost, even with established folks. And again, I understand the truth of the matter is with what we're doing, I understand trying to bypass that and getting directly to it because that's where the money is. Like no matter what anybody tells you, you can sell you a couple of books, you can do all this, we can do all that, but the money is in getting the stuff bought, getting paid for that, and then writing on the shows or the movies and stuff. That's where the money is. So I would never really say don't do it, but I would say what I'm trying to say is make sure that you're building up that credibility and trust and faith with people, with the people around you, with readers, with people that want to know who you are and stuff. Because bypassing that and going directly to these folks, they're gonna eat you up if you don't have nobody backing you. and you can treat it however you want to. But look at the people from like look at one of the most recent years is somebody like a Dave Chappelle or even a Taylor Swift and stuff like that. They've built up so much faith with the people that where when certain things go down, it's a thing where I don't have just followers. I have people that are going to put the legwork in for me. Chappelle can say, "Hey, um, don't support my stuff on this until they give me what I want back," and people do it. It- but he couldn't have done it before. 'Cause people are like, "Oh yeah, whatever." But now, because of that faith that people has built up, it's changing up. Taylor Swift doing what she does and being able to have the leverage to do certain things. Of course, money comes along with it, but it's also because Taylor Swift got people that are going to buy back and support what she does. So even on a small scale, you have to find those fans and those readers that are going to rock with you. Because when you get in a bind, you're going to need the people that like you. You're going to need the people that like your work. And I believe that it's like a lot of folks should hyper focus on that. A lot of folks should hyper focus on following your specific, not following, finding your specific readers. Because if you don't, doing all this is going to put you in a hole. And again, this is just me, old man talking. This is just old man. I've done this for a little bit. I see how it goes. I've seen what have successfully worked. In my opinion, and somebody can make a video and say that I'm completely wrong. I would love to talk to Modern Comics about it. We could talk about it back and forth, and we can really get down on it. But I say that because it's like Monitor was with Saturday M, I believe, and you seen how that went. It ain't no different with these other folks. If you don't have no type of leverage, you in for a wild ride. And a lot of folks are like, "Hey, I can draw. Let me go put it here," and then it's nothing. But the whole time, because of what we have access to, you can find these readers. You can find them. You can try the things that I just said. Getting the email book giveaways. You can get into newsletter swaps. You can do all of those things. You can make your own channel and specifically keep putting people towards your readers and stuff. So again, I I wanted to play it and I wanted to kind of talk about the things that I didn't think was necessary. And again, to be clear, the things that the whole meeting these other people, getting these editors and stuff to go over your books and stuff. These are all good things. But make sure that you're not because you're nervous, you're all this other stuff. Because here's the thing: if you are if you are so nervous that you can't even talk to people about your own stuff, how are you going to talk to these other people about your stuff to where it makes sense? Like you can't even talk to other people about your product. You gonna talk to these professionals and you just gonna be good and everything is gonna be fine and your art gonna be good and it's gonna help and you're gonna get signed? No. You need to be able to learn how to talk to people. And that's what conventions are for, not just to go meet these people. Conventions are a good testing ground for the things that you are creating and for you to refine yourself and go through that fire so you can understand what you're saying to a person. So if you're saying, if your spiel is, oh my God, mine is a giant, get off the screen. I'm done with this. I can put that on my own stuff before I go to the other thing. Um, if yours is like it's a giant mech manga and you like, well, you know, it's a giant mech and you ain't gonna buy that. And the people and human beings ain't even gonna buy it. So then you think that you're gonna get in front of these people that can open up doors to get you the money and stuff. You're gonna be like, yeah, there's a giant mech and the mech saves the world, and then the person is a little kid and is synchronized with the mech. No, you scared to even talk in front of regular people. All you're gonna do is show them your stuff. You're gonna give it to them. You're gonna talk, and then they're gonna take it and do what they want with it. Then you're gonna be on the internet. Oh, I got the nail and I didn't get paid the way I like to. And then I said, this is part of the reason why I do like SableCon because I want to help indie creators get out there and be seen and stuff, and understand that even though it's a smaller convention, you get out there and you start talking to people and you start letting people know what you're doing, because these folks in these corporations and stuff are going to eat you alive. So again, it's not that anything is just inherently wrong with what Monitor was saying, but to think that you're going to do it at one place and then go somewhere else and it's going to be a certain way, if you didn't like the way it was going to be ran at that place, it's going to be even worse when that big money is being thrown around, and there ain't no saving it. My alternative and what I would say is the answer. People were talking about, you ain't giving no answers. Isn't it? My answer is find your readers and your fans. Find them so that you can understand. I've sold this many, I've sold this on my website, I've sold this on my Kickstarters, I've sold this in person. I know a little bit about what my product can do, and you're not going to lowball me. You're not going to do this to me, because again, you go in there and you're like, oh man, what's Anime NYC and this convention and this like, yeah. The reason why they're able to do what they do is because they took the time to find their fans and their attendees. That's why people pay the money to get there. That's why your creators and your buddies and the creators you can go and get advice from in the biz medias and stuff. The reason why they're there is because they know that Anime NYC or any of these other big ones that people go to, they have put in the work to bring in 20, 30, 40, 50,000 people into a weekend. And they know that those eyes matter. While you're worried about them, they understand that those eyes, those people that are coming in dressed up and coming to see their stuff, those people matter. Those people matter. And a lot of creators just seem to bypass it and think that I can just go do my stuff and talk to these other creators and ask them a bunch of questions about what's going on, when your readers will tell you. Go to Shueisha's and the Shonen Jumps and anybody that has a even the indie ones, the Onsoles, the Saturday AMs. Go there and then look at the comments. And if they're honest about what's going on and they're being open about leaving comments, even on like webtoons and everything, people will let you know. You don't need to go nowhere. Put your stuff out, get to working, and let the people let you know so you understand what your product is and where it stands, so that you have leverage when you go talk to these people. When you go talk to these people, these big companies are at these conventions because of people, because of the people that they know they're going to get their eyes to. Most of the time, even with like sponsorship with conventions, it's like, okay, yeah, that's all well and good, but how many people going to be there? They don't ask, are you going to have this media there? Because I want to talk to them. No, they want people. They want the eyes. They want that traffic. That's what they want. So for you to be a creator and to have an opportunity to be able to go to these things, get a table and stuff, and get part of that traffic, that's what you should be doing. Not bypassing all the traffic just to go talk to these other people. Because the traffic is what matters. They don't want to sit there and they don't necessarily want to sit there and talk to you about, let me give you this and that. Even with trying to find people, they're trying to find more readers. They're trying to find more people to get more traction for their company. And even with like the one shot contests and stuff, the thing is this particular story going to bring us more readers that we can funnel to our other stuff? That's what you're going to be used for, especially if you ain't got no readers. Is this going to bring us more traction? And if not, what the what do we want it for? What do we want it around for? So again, use that opportunity to go to conventions, small, big. It can be low traffic, high traffic, whatever. Use those conventions to start getting readers, to start um putting yourself through the fire so that you know what you're selling and you can understand what you're selling. You can talk about what you're selling. That's what's important. That is extremely important. So again, I'm not saying that monitor stuff is just inherently wrong and you shouldn't do that. That's fine. Do it. I go and I do it sometimes too. Again, I've done it in Chicago. I've done it in Philly. I've done it in Indy. But then I go to them too. I go to Chicago. I go to Detroit. I've been at these things, big, small, whatever. And you find those people that want to rock with you because you bypassing that. For instance, you bypassing all these people that want to see this new stuff. When I'm at the table and I'm at a small convention and I meet somebody, they like me. They buy my stuff. I put out a Kickstarter. Guess who I see backing me on my Kickstarter? This person I just met 2 or 3 months ago, a month ago, a few weeks ago on at this small convention or at this bigger convention. Now they're buying my stuff on my website or on my Kickstarter. Like get to the people. All these places that are going to these big cons want to get to the people. So again, it is what it is. So I'm gonna go to something else that I was talking about and I was thinking about for a while. Whoa, something's missing. Oh no, I'm good. Let me see. Like even me, like the billboard ain't for that's for people to come. That's for people. We want the people. We want the people. Right. We want people. Oh, that's crazy. Go check out Anima. We got our book, Souls of Chaos, up there. It's about a mother that gets tired of some things, and then she gets into cosplay and anime and stuff. It's pretty cool. So Denitra, she done put in a bunch of hard work, and that wouldn't be working. Denitra be working with this film, so you can get it on Roku, Fire TV, Apple, everything. Go check it out. Go check it out. Let me see. Where's this? So I've uh I've been talking about a few things. Let me see. Where's it at? Uh, go check out my friend Francis. Go check out my man Francis Revenant book. I think it's on Webtoon. Okay, Webtoon's Canvas. Francis is my guy that did Void Beast, and then the colorist, I believe, did some coloring with me and stuff too. I have nothing but good things to say about Francis and Sam and Mike and Albert and all the folks. They have done nothing but good work with me. So anytime I can share their stuff, I will. Sometimes a lot of things go over my head and I don't see everything, but it is what it is. I need this game to hurry up and come out. I need it. This is my shit. Um, this is funny to me. Anthony Piper has been. I know I'm just kind of talking. I'm just kind of talking because I'm trying to get to where I'm trying to get to on my Facebook page. Anthony Piper been doing this with his Cheer League book for years, and then he come out and he put these 2 pages out with the Berserk reference, and I lost my mind the first time I seen this with like Drake and everything, and in the diss tracks. Is if you see it, go to the Trill League page or Anthony Piper's page and check that out because the Berserk reference, it just if it's Berserk, you most likely gonna get me. I need to talk more about that. I need to do some rant more about that. So where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I just passed one. It's one of my favorite tag teams. Rob Van Dam and Sabu. Forever. Forever. Um okay, anyway, I'll just get back to I'll just go back to this one right here. So I've been talking about like one of my things with hey, come up. Yeah. Do you want to? Okay. Just don't be too loud, okay? Okay. Thank you. Um so I was talking about this and it's actually this post right here. I just don't want to kind of hop to when I was talking about the acolyte and stuff. And I watched, and again, I think I talked about it. I watched it. It was whatever. It wasn't that great, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't the worst thing ever, but it wasn't that great. But storytelling, I can see how there was a lot of things that didn't make any sense. And let me see. I know I can. Let me find it real quick. The the and so on this post, I'm basically my whole thing is that uh my whole thing is that people give these corporations so much credit and time. Like and I talk about it so much. It's like and especially like from other creators. Now and maybe and I don't see for them they see it a certain way. For me, I don't see it as a thing where well, I would like listen, man. If going back to what I was kind of talking about in the first part, you putting your time, you work, you putting this stuff in between work. You got a full time job, got a family. You ain't got no resources to get the stuff out here. You doing all the stuff. You put it out, and then nothing. And then people will have the nerve to tell you that you need to connect with your audience. You need to write better. You need to get an editor. You need to do this. It's not that great. If you ain't connecting with your audience, then you did, then it don't matter. But then they'll break their necks to defend She-Hulk. They'll break their necks and call everybody all kind of names to defend the Acolyte, to defend the Marvel movie, to defend any of this stuff, this garbage from these big companies. If it's garbage, it's garbage. They didn't connect to their fans. They got all the resources in the world and all kind of data to back where they know that what they should be doing, but they don't. But me, I'm on the side of an independent creator of any or any. You don't have to call it. You can call it whatever. You're not indie. You whatever. You made whatever. But what's with the smaller companies and the smaller people that are really taking the time and they know what they're doing and they're focused and they're trying to get their stuff out. I'm on their side. So for me, if you're gonna tell me or an indie creator or somebody or another manga or comic creator or even a writer, another author that they mess is trash, these folks can be told they mess is trash too. We don't get to deflect and be like, hey man, these people are racist and they sexist. That's why they don't like my book. You'll get laughed out of any arena you in. As a small creator, if you said people are just racist and sexist and they don't like my stuff, you get laughed at. You get laughed at. But they say it and then it's fine. No, hell no. This shit is trash. That's what it is. The shit is trash. That's the problem. Your, your story and stuff is ass. And then you're not giving it, you're not, you're not pushing it to the people that you want to, that should be buying it and they should be liking it. If the weird fans that like Star Wars don't like a certain thing, why are you trying to keep making things for these people that don't really care? Why aren't you just doing what you should do for these fans and give them what they want? They the ones buying it from you. Y'all the ones that bought it for those fans, and then you try to change it up and make it different. It's like what I was just talking about with the conventions. The convention, these people are going because they know that their fans are going to be there and the people that are buy for them are there. Somehow, when we're watching these movies and stuff, suddenly all that go out the window. They need time. Let's spend more money on it. It's like, what? Oh, okay. And then people talking about, you don't get time to really, I'm about to get, it don't get time to really, I need to talk about this. I probably have to talk about this another time. But knowing me, I'm gonna forget. It don't get time to really people don't give it time. You spent $200 million. What more time do you need? Like let me see. Let me see. Let's see. Let's see. You didn't even give it time. Where are these let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let me bring this over here. And this is the first one. Hmm, 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 hmm. Mm, 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 mm. And I'm not gonna stay on this one. I got to so about 22.5 mil per episode, and it need more time. You ought to give it time. You ought to. You know what I could do with as a creator. You know what I could do with $250,000. There's indie creators, movie creators that can do way more with less. Way more with less. And indie creators go out their way to defend this trash when more than anything, you need to be like, hey, push that aside. Work with us. Look, we got the fan base, like I was talking about before. We done put in the time. We know people like this. We know that this is the demographic we hit. We know this is the age in which people watch what we watch. We got to do is push to our people, and then y'all do what you do and take it to a wider audience, and we're gonna make some stuff hit. But y'all defend it and say no. We need to spend another 22.5 million on 8 more episodes. It don't make sense. Y'all are goofy. Like it's it's dumb. So that's just one, right? That's just one. So then let's see. Let's see. Let's do let's see. Let's see. So I've been seeing different numbers with this, and this is just let me get rid of this one. 22 mil per episode. Trash. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Borderlands movie. 115 million dollars. And now again, this is their money. They go out and do the legwork to get the stuff sold and done. All that's well and fine. I ain't mad at none of that. But y'all be like, oh, you need to give it a chance. And a lot of people spent their time. No, 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 no. Y'all done already. And then the thing about it is when you learn the business, they get tax write offs for this. So these garbage ass movies and shows, they can be like, yeah, we can write off some of this stuff. And it's just gonna this is gonna be whatever. We just write it off. It was it was a flop. So we're gonna write it off as marketing or the whole movie be marketed or get treated as marketing or something. And I could just be maybe I don't fully know all that. Maybe I'm just talking, maybe it's just a black dude just talking on the internet running his jibs. Um, but 115 million. Like, okay. Another one, what was another one that was garbage? That was garbage. Oh, so let's get that out of there. Uh let's see. Oh no, 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 Playboy back. 10 million per episode. Then y'all got the nerve. I just thought about something. The wild thing is, y'all will get on this same internet and talk about how things cost and how much it is and how come we ain't helping and all this other stuff. But then these people put out mediocre entertainment, trash ass movies, garbage TV shows at 22, 115, 10 million per episode and all this other stuff. And then y'all say, we need more time. Spend more money on this. But the world is messed up. Things are hard. Things We get what we deserve. We deserve what we got now as a society. You want people to be helped and all this other stuff, and we need to help these people. But then you justifying and willing to argue and calling everybody all kind of names over a product that was trash that they done spent hundreds of millions of dollars on. I don't want to hear none of y'all talk about helping nobody or voting for this. So they mean y'all justify trash, and we're supposed to, and it's supposed to keep going on. Okay, right, all right. That that makes perfect sense. That makes perfect sense. So a lot of this, like, and when it comes to justification, it's like you tell people. I shared this where it's like the game is not for you. Talking about the game Concord and how it got shut down, and I'm seeing people. I seen it and I was like, oh, okay, that looked kind of cool, but then it looked real. It looked weird. Like it was like, yo, what's going on with this? But it was like, you see this all the time. Like the game is not for you. Game is shutting down because you didn't play it. It's like, yo, man, like nobody sees this Jedi mind trick that's going along, but a bunch of people. I shared a video for this. One of my friends got sent me something. My man Ruben sent me something. I'm gonna play it real quick. It's like that's a whole Jedi mind trick, like right here, right here. And I thought this was funny, so he sent it to me. This was funny.
Hey, sir, another one of our shows bombed. All right. Wait, are you not upset? No, why would I? This happens every week. Hey, Scott, you remember the protocol? I do. So we turned off the comment section on all social media posts. We released 24 fake news articles saying that it was the greatest thing mankind's ever created, and bribed 12,000 movie critics to give it a generous 10 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. Let's make that an 8 out of 10. We gotta make sure people somewhat believe it. Got it. Wait, but sir, what about the 100,000 audience reviews that says the show sucks massive horse Well, the critics say it's really good, so why would that matter? Right, but you literally just paid them to say that. And I pay you to shut the up, so let's do that. Anyways, guys, now we need someone to blame for this terrible show other than ourselves. Does anyone have any thoughts? The producer, the writers, George Lucas. Hey, keep George out of your mouth. Well, we could try gaslighting the public. That usually works. Okay, explain. Well, since we obviously don't make bad shows, because we decide what's bad or not our stupid audience, right? Let's just blame it on the fans. Wait, what? Okay, so just tell everyone they're too stupid to realize how good it is, and then immediately fire back at anyone that has a remotely different opinion? Yep, exactly. And then we could say the reason people do hate it is because we have an ethnically diverse lead. Yes, that's good. Calling people racist is
All the
always how
time.
you should deal with criticism, even though it doesn't actually address the real core issues at play. No, actually the main criticism of the show is that it just sucks. No, that's just a small minority of people, Kyle. There's actually a huge silent majority that absolutely loves this show. What? Who? Who are these people that are silently liking the show? I don't know, Kyle. They're silent. No one knows who they are because of how unbelievably quiet they are. Okay, then so how do you even know that they exist? Because all the fake news articles we paid people to write say they do. Okay, that's it. This company's burning to the ground, and I don't want to be here when it does. I'm getting out of here. No, wait, Kyle, wait. Okay, so anyone know how we can make that $200 million back that just went down the drain? We can make a bunch of movie sequels and remakes that absolutely no one asked for. Let's make some money. Yes, sir, another one of our shows.
Oh, it just went completely off. It was like, yo, I'm out. Let me see. Oh, okay. Well, I have to go back to that or something. But I was about done with that anyway. So like it's the same thing over and over. And I say that because indie creators and people coming up, you don't get to do that. Y'all help these people fail upwards. And then we wonder why the same stuff get done, the same people doing the same stuff. And then they get free and then they start feeling what they old folks like to call, they start filling their weeds and doing what they want and then putting out more trash. And it's like, y'all let it go because y'all was just fine with whatever people were doing and you didn't stop none of this before. There's no reason that all this money is being spent because it's not going into the story. And heck, the marketing, according to them, is going to people that they don't even, it's not going towards the real fans. So it's a bunch of other people that's coming in bringing it. So, I mean, I'm just like if you don't if you're going to tell an indie creator that they need to connect with the audience, you need to understand and this and that, and then when they put it out and it's not good and everybody's going to tell them, well, it's okay, but it's this and you need to work on this and you need to make sure you're connecting, you need to make sure people understand what your theme is, but then Acolyte and other stuff can come out, Borderlands and Halo, because y'all got emotional connections to it, it can be bad, and you'll be like, "What? It should have gotten a third season. It should have been. It still should have been here." Another 10, 15, 22 million episode for this garbage? Yeah. Oh wow. Oh wow. So it is what it is, man. I'm gonna let y'all have it. I'm gonna keep doing my thing with my folks, but make sure that you understand what you're doing. And make sure that just like all these other companies, they want eyes and people and everything for their stuff. You should be doing the same thing. That does not mean bypass the people, because the people are what make you. The people that like your stuff are what make you. That's what you're doing it for. Not to go to these corporations and then they do what they want with your stuff and you don't ever really get no kind of recognition or any kind of money or anything from it. Again, I understand that everybody understands like comics and stuff. That's not where the money is. The money is selling it, selling this IP and licensing and all that other stuff. It's understandable. It's understandable. Make sure that you're coming with a group of people and things that can help you. And especially if you fall down, because if you fall down and get messed up, you need your fans and your people to rock with you. And again, I just could be talking. I just get up here and be talking. Y'all know me. I'm just talking. Just running my mouth. So it is what it is. But hopefully I will see y'all at SableCon November 16th at I was about to say Minnesota. The Milwaukee School of Engineering. We are titling this one STEAM because we are looking at the whole science, technology, engineering, and the A is for art and maths, because you cannot separate the two. One of the things that with SableCon that I was doing, especially with this one at the School of Engineering, is like you can't separate it because there's always been this connection between science fiction, fantasy, and all of this with engineering and technology, whether it's Star Wars, Star Trek, Outlaw Star, Cowboy Bebop. All of these things have different science and engineering going on behind them, even though you may not pay attention to it. All of these things have this sort of thing happening, and a lot of those reasons are why a lot of people get into engineering. Like you get into robotics from seeing it on certain on engineering, or seeing certain type of cars or futuristic vehicles, or even looking at regular vehicles and the art that comes along with it. You can't take away the art with the engineering and stuff. There's a bunch of, they call them mechanical engineers, civil engineers and stuff, that do a whole bunch of art on those CAD machines and stuff. Like I've watched them do designs and stuff. So you can't separate that. And that's what I want to bring with this. I want to try that out with this year's SableCon. Just bringing that art to the engineering field. And so hopefully I can connect with some more people out here in Milwaukee and stuff, and we can get some engineering projects from certain kids. Well, not certain kids, from kids at the colleges, from kids in high school or whatever the case may be. And some of these independent um uh like robot teams and stuff. I'm having to reach out for them. If anybody know anybody like that, let me know, because I'd like to have them at the convention, because I really want to make that connection between the engineering and art. I went to school for mechatronics engineering, programming robots, PLCs and stuff. So there's a special place for me with that too. And I went to robotic competitions and everything. So this one's a little bit closer. So I'm hoping that I can find some people that we can make some stuff happen with SableCon and get that engineering aspect and math and stuff, because it's important. We don't they don't show that part with Tony Stark and everything, but dude had to go learn all that. Um, the same thing with hardware and stuff. You had to go learn all that. Same thing with even they try to do with Riri Williams. It's like she had to learn all of these things. She had to learn, whether it was on your own, whether you went to school, that engineering and stuff, in the maths. Like you got to know that you got to know these things. You got to know how to count. You got to know how to measure. Even if you don't know how to do complex equations and stuff, you got to at least know how to measure. You put the whole Iron Man suit together, you got to know how to measure and stuff, because you got to know the fittings for your body. You got to know where this piece of metal should go so it's not sticking out and being and interfere with another part and scraping and messing up certain hoses and stuff, because it happens. So that's a whole nother beast that I'll get into. So again, hopefully I'll see folks at SableCon in out here in Milwaukee, November 16th. And I'll holler at y'all later. I don't think Monitor or anybody is wrong. I don't think, but this is where I stand at. That's all I got. This is where I stand. So I'll holler at y'all.